Good afternoon, how are you? It's been a long day, I know. My name is Alex from Jerde. Thank you to PRC as well as Beautiful Asia for giving us the opportunity here to share some thoughts and ideas with you. And thank you all for staying. Today the topic is really about better living city, something that at Jerde we've always been very keen and very interested in through the placemaking approach that we have. We want to, whether it's through retail, culture, entertainment, we want to create places that are people love, so that you actually create a much more sustainable environment, whether it's financially, whether it's environmentally, and whether it's socially. Urbanization has been the biggest driver for the last few decades. I think that's without question, especially in this region. So the trick is, how do you deal with some of the problems that we face? Through urbanization, we have created many like megacities, really beautiful downtown CBD, nice hotels and shopping centers. But there's some good and there's some are not so good. And there's some problems are obvious, the solutions are not so. So as individuals, we thought it's very difficult to change it or to alter what we have to face every day. But as designers, we actually think we can influence that process. And there are ways to start with small places and create larger influences that would create a better and more sustainable environment. So there's a few thoughts that we want to share with you. There's no absolute right or wrong. These are simply lessons that we have learned through working in different parts of the world over the last few decades. The idea of being inclusive is really hugely important for us. Many people know of us as retail designers, but that's just one way of achieving a very simple goal, which is to bring everybody together. Okay, so sometimes it's about culture, sometimes it's about arts, sometimes it's about amalgamating all of this together. But at the end of the day, we don't take on a particular style, we don't take on a particular hard line about what we do. The key is to be flexible in creating this kind of very inclusive and very friendly and very sustainable environment. Tourists are really important for a city like Hong Kong, right? It's driven by a lot of tourism activities and tourism components. However, we actually think that the locals are being overlooked. In a lot of the cities, we are so driven in terms of trying to bring in new people, we are neglecting the people who are there every day, the people who are everyday participants in our places, in our projects. If you actually design well for the locals, they will help you bring other people in too. Cities are always changing, whether it's because of e-commerce that's impacting us these days, whether it's because of other technologies, the migration of people from different parts of the world, their habits, their culture. So we are constantly under pressure to create instant city or instant project with the very unstable information and unstable market. So the places that we are creating through programming, through thinking through softwares, not only just the hard buildings, but softwares, we can actually create moments and activities that will be relevant to the people who are using it. So the adaptability of our projects are really key. And last but not least is really the overused term of experiential. This project in Brisbane, Queen's Wharf, it is positioned as the largest and the latest integrated gaming and resort in Brisbane. However, the way we see it is an opportunity to create a centerpiece that will connect the Botanical Garden, the CBD, and the waterfront, both the North and the South Shore together. So the bigger goal is actually creating a a new brand for the city of Brisbane, and to bring people in, so people are not only going to the Gold Coast or the Sunshine Coast, but will actually benefit the whole district and the whole region. Having said that, I'm going to quickly wrap up, and I want to share a very quick small video with some of our colleagues from Los Angeles to talk more about our philosophy, and I hope you enjoy it. Please.
Entertainment is the act of trying to provoke an emotional response, either by amusement, by participating in it, by feeling it. Something that creates what we would like is a very positive, kind of visceral feeling that touches the senses.
Entertainment is creating something that deals with the idea of pleasure, the idea of trying to capture somebody's curiosity and actually trying to in a sense, teach something in a very playful way.
Something which enriches, engages, and enlivens the place.
We kind of look at our projects as containers or vessels that create the opportunity to bring the entertainment within, and how that entertainment interacts with the individual. That's what our goal is.
What that means is actually understanding their history, understanding what they've known, understanding the sort of due diligence about the area in order to create authentic programming. The idea of authentic programming is not just about thinking of a design idea for the whim of it, but actually coming from this sort of social fabric that's really important.
I really love that I'm able to go to the beach if I want to, be here where the food is, where the movies are, where the people are. I just like that all of the things are central in one location.
I come to watch people when I'm not watching movies.
When we first start to design a place, we look at the whole city, the surrounding area. If it's Las Vegas, it's the city of lights, Vegas style. If it's near a river or body of water, we think of maybe bringing in a canal, fountains, vegetation, lush greenery if it's down in the tropics. So we take cues from the place itself, but also from the culture. We look at the festivities that occur, the yearly or annual events, try to bring those feelings and emotions into our project to engage the people that we're building the project for.
I really like to come here because everyone is on the street playing music, and I think it's really fun and nice to watch them. I like coming here because I have a frozen backpack, and I like that.
Sorry about the abrupt stop, but every time when I look at this, I really believe she should be the one here talking instead of me. So having said that, thank you for staying, thank you, and for sharing this with us. Bye-bye.